It is a very, very exciting day for me because obviously the first day of testing for me in 2008, and to see the new car, how it's evolved. I'm very, very excited to get out there and just take my time to build back up, but just it's the beginning of the season. This is where it all starts. This is where we start to prepare the car. The first day of testing was on Wednesday, and Heikki and Pedro were out there testing the car, and they seem to have a good day. No problems particularly, but it's the beginning where we need to really find out all the faults, if there are any, and get them out of the way before the new development parts come. And they didn't seem to have too many problems yesterday, so that's very, very positive. It just shows that the team have done a fantastic job preparing the car. The biggest difference for us, is no traction control, so it makes it a little bit trickier. I think it's a little bit more physical, and I think through the races this year it's going to be quite tough, because basically you have to modulate your right foot a little bit more, quite a bit more than you did previously with traction control. But also looking after your rear tyres, I think there's going to be a lot of people perhaps spinning, and it is very, very tricky, especially in the high-speed corners when you get a little bit of wheel spin, and you have to be very, very sharp. Perhaps a little bit more on the point than last year. Yeah, I think it's great. We have a new teammate this year, Heikki Kovalainen. He's a really nice guy. I've had a good relationship with him for a couple of years now, so it's sort of a natural feeling with him joining the team. I've welcomed him, and everyone else in the team has welcomed him, and he seems to be bonding quite well with everyone. Testing program today is just literally to get out and get as much mileage on the car as possible. And I think we're going to be doing a couple of, perhaps, try and cover a race distance. I'm just, again, as I said, the car's nearly ready, so I'm going to get going, okay? Thank you. It's been a good morning so far. I think beginning of the testing for me, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, to be honest. Just getting back in the car and getting back, just taking your time to slowly build yourself back up. And it's very important you just take your time. And we've got great weather here in Spain, and the car feels great. So I'm very much looking forward to the next few days. Well, it's I think driving the new car without traction control is a little bit more physical, especially on your lower part of your body, mainly because you have to really modulate and control the throttle a little bit more than you did when you had traction control. Before, you could really plant the throttle. Now you have to be very, very gentle and almost nurture it. But the car feels like we have, as it should, with the evolution of the car from the 22 to the 23. We have now more grip all round and able to carry. It's a little bit more better balanced through the high-speed corners. Driving the chicane at this track, it's a little bit Mickey Mousey, but what you got to do is try not to carry too much speed into a corner, because you end up too wide on the exit. Then to get back for the left-hander, you have to do more work and slow down more. So it's all about trying to sacrifice a little bit you have on the entry, but to get a really clean, straight exit, because you have to get the car straight with this. Without traction control, you really have to get it as straight as possible. Otherwise, you just have oversteer. This afternoon we're planning to go and have lunch now with the team, and we plan to do long runs. So not particularly looking forward to that, because it's always a tricky thing getting back into long runs, long stints. It's very, very physical.